heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
The stakes could not be any higher. The circumstances, large. The atmosphere, grand. The game, the last of the regular season for the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders at home. Win, and you're in against the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Hi, everyone, and we welcome you courtside. Austin Bexhold, Ethan Spazarski here on the Baldwin Sports Channel in partnership with TenbandTV. It is the biggest game of the year for the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. It is the biggest game for Baldwin since playing on this floor a year ago against Penn Trafford in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs. Ethan, this is a de facto playoff game for Baldwin to win and stay alive to clinch a playoff spot.
Exactly. It's going to take everything you need to do it. I mean, Baldwin has been consistently inconsistent the entire season. 6-4 in the first 10 games, 5-5 in their last 10. I mean, although having on a 2-game win streak recently, Baldwin's going to need to find any sort of answers, and it comes at a time where they don't have a lot of guaranteed talent like they've had in years past.
Fighting Highlanders enter tonight at 11-9 overall, 4-7 in 5A Section 3. A year after going 11-1 in section play, but a lot of graduating seniors, a new roster, a lot of inexperienced players. As Thomas Jefferson comes in at 19-2 overall, it's their regular season finale, undefeated in section play. They've already clinched the section at 11-0 overall. Jaguars are ready, Fighting Highlanders are ready, and we are ready to send it over to Spencer Witt and Callie Seifert to sing our national anthem here at Baldwin High School in a newly lit Baldwin High School with new lights for tonight's matchup installed this past week. Should be a good matchup. Thanks for joining us here
on the Baldwin Sports Channel. It is our final regular season broadcast, expecting to have a home girls playoff game. The boys, you win, you're going to play on the road, but just for an opportunity to get into the playoffs like we saw what happened to Baldwin a year ago, anything can happen. Here's Callie Siepert for our national anthem.
Here we go. Baldwin and Thomas Jefferson. When these two teams met earlier this year, it was an up and down, back and forth game that Baldwin is the one that had control of for a majority of the game. The Fighting Highlanders did lose it 49-43, but they did have a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter against Thomas Jefferson that they ultimately blew in the final 30 seconds with a 3-point game. Max Marzina couldn't get off a good look for three. And the Jaguars continued their undefeated season in section play. Jaguars are being announced onto the floor. Joshua Gardner, a senior 5'9" guard, wears number 4 with Kane Egerton, the junior 6'1" forward, wearing number 5. Justin Fry, one of their leading scorers, a junior 6'4" guard forward, wears number 10, with Brady Krause, the senior 6'1" forward, wearing 11. And Nick Turkala, the senior 6'6" forward, tallest player on the floor, wearing number 23. Fighting Highlanders are announced onto the floor with Tay O'Toole, the senior guard, helping to lead in the handshake line. Handshakes. With Bryson Smolko also in the starting 5 for Baldwin. They run 2 sophomores, 1 junior, and 2 seniors. With Evan Golvash, the leading scorer for Baldwin in the last matchup in section play against Bethel Park with 30 points. Max Marzina, his final game on this home floor for the Fighting Highlanders. And Nico Machurak, who's come on as of late for Baldwin, back from injury from earlier on this year and has been a big part of this Fighting Highlanders team late in the stretch, winning 2 games in a row, all coming this week. This the 3rd game of the week after beating Bethel Tuesday, Uniontown 62-45 on Wednesday. Baldwin regrouped yesterday, and now the biggest game of the year, Ethan, because if they don't win it, sure, they'll play Monday at EF, but that's it.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is going to be a make-or-break game, a lot on the line, especially for the seniors on the team, led by Max Marzina. We're aware of what he's able to do into a game, but under the new lights, it's going to be an important and tall task for Baldwin, working around not just skill, but size as well with his Thomas Jefferson team.
Thomas Jefferson in its gold uniforms with black numbers and black trim. Baldwin home whites, purple numbers, purple trim. Turkle wins the tip back to Egerton, who throws it behind his back and is able to save it to Brady Krause as we're underway. Thomas Jefferson will attack the right side basket as you see it. Baldwin will the left side as we begin this first half with the ball in the hands of Gardner. Gardner looks, swings it cross court. Near side it's Brady Krause, back up top. Gardner, and now Krause. Thought about the 3, Machurak baiting him to take it, but instead it's in the hands of Kane Egerton. Egerton off the dribble, pulls for 3. Rebound grab by Machurak. Now Marzina with it. So it's Marzina, Machurak, Golvash, Smolko, Anderson, the 5 for Baldwin. Shooting into the student section, loud and lively to start. All decked out in black. Marzina kicks it. Smolko spins, turns left hand. Bryson can't get it to spin in, and it's rebounded by Krause. Gardner up the floor to an open Turkala, streaking to the basket, and Turkala finishes. First points of the game goes to Nick Turkala. He leads the team in points. Turkala this season averaging over 20 on the year, put him at 22 a game.
Absolutely crucial. Every possession is going to matter, and I'd like to see how the first bit of the tone is set here by each team.
Marcina inside, turns around inside the paint, trying to find space, and he does. Scoops the layup in. Baldwin comes out in man-to-man. One of the most lively student sections we've seen all year here in the first minute and a half. Thomas Jefferson also with a well-represented student section decked out in white underneath the Jaguars basket right now as Krause pulls for three and hits it. Brady Krause with a money ball to start the game.
There it is. The girls' team struggling to being able to defend the three, and it allowed Thomas Jefferson early on to make a lot of crucial threes. How the boys' team going to respond, especially outside the arc?
Golvash with it. Screen from Marzina. They switch off of it. Now as Fry defending. Golvash dribbles into a three. Left it short. Maturak tries to chase down the rebound, but it goes out of bounds too quickly into the Thomas Jefferson bench, where they're led by Dom DeSico, longtime head coach of the Jaguars. Very successful season this year for Thomas Jefferson. It was a down year for the Jags last year after 2 years before Evan Berger and Thomas Jefferson went far in the WPIAL playoffs. They regrouped. Some of their younger players got older and got more experience, and that's the situation they find themselves in, looking for win number 20. Look down low. It's Justin Fry. Fry averages 19 a game. Fry swings. Krause for three. Rebound Golvash. Sadiq Anderson over to Marzina. Max looks to drive on Fry. Marzina turns, but they're going to wave it off on a travel. Actually, a foul they're going to call. Called against Thomas Jefferson. And they get Justin Fry for his first. So Fry's 6'4", Turkle is 6'6". TJ does have the size advantage against Baldwin. Tallest player for the Fighting Highlanders, Smolko at 6'4". Golvash with Turkle on him. Turns, gives, Maturak. Puts it up, wild shot, Maturak, and it misses everything. Up the floor go the Jags. Brady Krause for Turkle, and it's poked away. Maturak got a hand on it. Marzina looking for Golvash, and Golvash stumbles, just could not collect his footing as it goes out of bounds.
I mean, the pass was a no-look pass by TJ, trying to, be quick and fast with maybe misguide the Baldwin defense. Baldwin picks up on it. They push in transition, a tight window pass. Not only just has to go through too many bodies, but Golvash isn't able to stay upright.
Those are important buckets to try to get and opportunities to take advantage of early in this game to try to prevent TJ from doing stuff like that. And going right back at you to drop the lead to 5. Brady Krause has 5 quick points. 7-2, Thomas Jefferson. Anderson spins, turns, floater, bounces in for Sadiq Anderson, his first points for the sophomore.
Really going to want to see him get involved, too, in an important game like tonight. There have been times where he's been able to be lights out and really show he's a bright talent for the future for Baldwin.
Look down low towards Fry, who has a hand on him from Anderson, missed the shot. Maturak trying to rip away the rebound, and it ends up being called a jump ball. Possession arrow does favor Baldwin, but Joshua Gardner is the one that got the hand in there. Baldwin was looking to try to get a foul called there, but referees thought otherwise, called the jump. And the Jaguars for the first time will bring Noah Sear into the game.
Well, Thomas Jefferson, he's able to get the left hand in there. He's able to create a lot of contact, and it spins around, tangle you up. It's allowed Thomas Jefferson to force the jump ball, even though there wasn't really equal possession.
The senior Marzina has it, a key part of Baldwin's team, really the last 4 years, as he made his real debut in the playoff game at Central Catholic many years ago. And Baldwin was playing in 6A. Anderson's 3 no good, rebound Golvash. Off the pass from Maturak, and Golvash lost it on his way to the basket. Turkala passes it off to Egerton. Up the floor they go. It's Fry moving up with it. Sidestep inside. Marzina knocked it free. Still fighting for it. Fry and Marzina trying to rip at it. And Marzina fouls Fry as he put the ball up. Ackerman looking for a jump ball. Jeff Ackerman in his 6th season leading Baldwin. And Marzina called for his first.
It's kind of ironic because you got to see Marzina get the first stop in there with the left hand.
Justin Fry, a 78% free throw shooter, good on the first. First bucket of the game. TJ primarily relies on 2 big scorers. It's Turkala and Fry. Fry at 19 and a half a game, Turkle right at 20, and he hits both. Or Justin Fry with a substitution for the Jaguars, bringing Jeffrey Rabel, a 6'3 senior, into the matchup. They pressure Baldwin full court. Marzina looks for an outlet and goes to Golvash. Has Smolko at the block. Golvash elects not to go to him, and instead will drive all the way in. This time give to Smolko for the easy layup.
That's what it's going to take, too, being able to work quick sometimes and be able to make the easier layups.
9-6, TJ leads. Turkle drives on Smolko all the way in. A lot of contact, nothing there, though. Fight for the rebound. Thomas Jefferson, a big team, and they grab another offensive board. Down low, layup, Rabel, no. Second chance, no. Foul called. It's a push, no shot. They are going to say that it is 2 shots at the line, but the foul ultimately goes on Bryson Smolko for his first. Second on Baldwin in the quarter. So Jeffrey Rabel to shoot 2. Rabel just a 53% free throw shooter, and he misses the first.
Hey, Coach Jeff Ackerman making it clear, telling the boys, go get the ball. I mean, Thomas Jefferson's had second and third chances all night here just in the first almost 5 minutes of play.
Nathaniel Rice subs in for TJ, number 30. Second one is good for Rabel. So TJ's already run 3 guys off their bench. Baldwin has not made a substitution. 3 minutes left, first quarter. 10-6. Thomas Jefferson leads. Machurak for Golvash, who pops for 3 but misses everything, and it goes to Anderson, able to save it. Down low, Smolko called for 2 to the line after a foul. Going on, number 2, Jeffrey Rabel. Second foul on TJ in the quarter. Bryson Smolko, one of the better free throw shooters for Baldwin, despite being a big man. The lefty shoots into his own student section and got the first. Fry and Krause back for TJ. Jaguars last loss at Penn Trafford, 57-43, in a game that Dom DeSico said they were just not fresh in and just didn't really have just a game that just came out and was played flat as Jackson Otto subs in for Baldwin for the first time, number 20. Smolko's got both, now with 4, and it cuts the deficit to 2. Krause drives in, uncontested. Otto never went up to him. Another offensive board for TJ. Easy pickings for Justin Fry.
Yeah, we've seen it the last 4 possessions almost on an automatic rewind. TJ being able to go up and get that secondary and tertiary rebound and allow themselves to get more points away from possessions.
Here's Anderson. Back up top, Marzina. We're going to try to clear out Otto. Otto and Smolko on the same side. Now we'll send Otto toward the wing left side. Golvash has it by the TJ bench. Swung around Otto, and they weave with it. Marzina drives in. Right hand, left side. He's got the layup. Max Marzina now with 4 points.
And again, there's easier layups wide open are going to be ever so crucial because Thomas Jefferson's not going to be giving you a lot of open looks.
Turkle got his pocket picked. Otto brings it up. Goes to Marzina, who's fouled in transition. It's a hold called against Brady Krause in his first foul. Not a clear path, though. It goes on Krause for his first. It's a third against TJ in the quarter with 2 minutes remaining and a 2-point deficit for Baldwin. So TJ runs a lot of guys off their bench trying to keep the team fresh. Kane Egerton returns, who wears a red shoe on his left foot and a green shoe on his right foot. And Anderson, with bright purple shoes, gets it into Smolko. Jeff Ackerman calls out the play with Anderson. Giving way to Smolko up top. Marzina turns, looking for space. Not there, and it's back up top to Golvash. Golvash defended well by Brady Krause, who comes out to defend him. Golvash steps back, puts it up. Misses the shot, and it's rebounded by Fry. Difficult shot for Golvash. It's an isolation one-on-one. As Fry tries to answer on the other side. He misses, and Golvash, or Marzina rather, on the rebound. As Smolko goes towards the basket, looking for the basketball, and Marzina instead will slow it down and set up a play. Back up top, Otto, and they go to Golvash. Golvash pulls for 3. E.J. Golvash with a couple of misses tonight. Anderson cleans it up and will go to the line. Golvash has not scored yet. This chance for Sadiq Anderson to go to the line and tack on a couple more to his total and tie the game.
Yeah, I mean, coming off a 34 performance as well against Uniontown, definitely going to be a part of that and having confidence, but now they're going to need to see Golvash be able to go up and make those shots that he's attempting to put up.
Sadiq Anderson is able to hit the first. So they bring Turkala back in. Nolan Machurak subs in for Baldwin. Both rattle good for Anderson. We're tied at 12, inside a minute to go. Fry with it. Defended well by Anderson. Goes to Egerton. Egerton almost got Marzina in the air. Now they'll reset with Krause. 35 seconds. Wide open. Egerton's open near the Baldwin bench. And it's rebounded by Otto. Otto, good clear to Anderson. Anderson looks to push, but now we'll just slow it down in the last 25 seconds. They'll go to Marzina and hold for the final shot.
This is exactly what you need to do, too. Thomas Jefferson's up to this point pretty much dictated whatever they needed to do, especially with those rebounds. Baldwin's going to give themselves a fair opportunity to not allow Thomas Jefferson to have any push at the end of the quarter.
Marzina gets a screen from Otto. Marzina for three. Rattles off. Rebound. Smolko puts it up. It gets blocked by Turkala. Machurak with it. Anderson before the horn. Sadiq Anderson. Money ball before the end of the quarter. And it gives Baldwin a 15-12 lead. Student section loved it. Baldwin up by 3 as we go to the second quarter of play. Fighting Highlanders on top of the Jaguars on the Baldwin Sports Channel in partnership with TenbandTV.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop.
Second quarter begins with Thomas Jefferson basketball. After Sadiq Anderson, their big three at the end of the first quarter. Anderson now with 7 points. That's just about half of Baldwin's total so far. Egerton defended by Golvash. They look down low and it's stolen away by Nico Machurak. Machurak up the floor. Marzina with Golvash. Max takes it in left hand and he scoops it home. Max Marzina 6 points. Baldwin grows the lead to 5.
And it's funny there. I mean, the former quarterback for the Highlanders, reading the play, get the pick. Give it to your best guy up on the boards.
Turkala drives baseline. Missed the shot. And it's taken by the Highlanders. It is Golvash on the rebound. Marzina gives over to Machurak. Back to Marzina. They play catch with it. TJ knew the backdoor play was coming. Marzina defended by Turkala. Now they switch off of it. Marzina blocked by Turkala. Turkala goes all the way in. Offensive foul. Sadiq Anderson draws it. Set his feet and takes the charge. And a technical foul called against Turkala. The double whammy called on TJ. Jeff Ackerman is immediately waving everyone to the bench to chat it up with the team and prevent Baldwin from saying anything unnecessary. And we've seen Baldwin get costly technicals before. It's Thomas Jefferson and Turkala that gets called for it. So, see how plays out here, where there's going to be some free throws and more opportunities for Baldwin to add on points.
Well, the best part is we saw in the girls' game, Thomas Jefferson, they were not afraid to let you know how much they disagree with your call. And now you see there, Turkala just getting fortunate. He said that's horrible twice, kind of getting close to the official. And to him, that was just deemed enough for a technical.
So Nico Machurak will shoot the technical free throw as he makes the first. So it will be 2 shots and the ball for Baldwin. Turkala picks up the personal foul, and the technical foul gives him 2 personals. Machurak got the second. And it will also be Baldwin ball. So just a good way for Nico Machurak, who's really been a spark plug for Baldwin today, and really has been over the last month. We're seeing his impact on both ends of the floor. And also, when you play that style, as Anderson steps back for 3, misses, Smolko offensive rebound. Smolko turns, puts it up. Smolko, no. Machurak follows. Right on cue.
It's exactly what you need. I mean, Nico Machurak, hands down all over the floor tonight. Now he's contributing offensively. 4 points in less than a minute.
Down low, Turkala, plus the foul. They get it on Machurak this time, as Nick Turkala will go to the line and try to add on one more. It's the first on Nico. TJ will bring Noah Sear back into the game as they send Kraus off to the bench. One shot for Turkala, left it short.
First minute and a half. It's already been a 6-2 run by Baldwin. They're off the Turkala layup.
That's last touch by TJ. Egerton with good defense on Golvash. So in this section, Thomas Jefferson at 11-0. Peter is 9-2 entering tonight. South Bay at 7-5. It's Ringgold and Baldwin that are battling for the last 2 spots. So Ringgold is playing against Trinity tonight. Got to keep an eye on that game as well. Trinity 2-9 on the year in section. Ringgold at 4-7. So Baldwin can also get helped by a Trinity win against Ringgold. Marzino with it and goes to Golvash. Golvash jabs, drives, layup. Will go and shoot 2.
That was a buzzer beater last time out against Ringgold as well, a team that Baldwin beat earlier on in the season on the road.
Yeah, if you win that game against Ringgold, tonight is just playing for seeding. Because if you beat Ringgold, you've beat them twice. You would have 6 section losses right now, and that would equate to Ringgold having, 8? So if you would have lost and Ringgold wins that game, you still have beaten Ringgold twice, so it wouldn't have mattered, but hindsight 2020.
Yeah, I mean, every game you want to win, especially those close section games as well. So, I mean, right now for Baldwin, it sits in can't really do anything about it now, so you just got to be able to work with what's in front of you.
And they're up 22-14. With Egerton driving and dishing to the right side corner. Noah Sear, lefty, got the 3. First points for Sear. Stolen away from Anderson by Gardner, who goes to the left hand and scores. Golvash goes to Marzina. Thomas Jefferson with a run on their own. Now a 3-point lead for Baldwin. Over 5 minutes left, first half. Marzina, Machurak. Money ball, Nico Machurak. He's got the hot hand with 7 points all in this quarter. But Thomas Jefferson looks to threaten on the other end immediately with Sear. We'll slow it down a little bit now in the corner is Justin Fry. Fry back to Sear. To the corner, wide open 3. Off the mark though, rebound, pulled down, Rabel fighting with Smolko, and it is a foul called on Baldwin. And they're going to get Bryson Smolko for his second. So you always got to be careful if you're Smolko because Baldwin only runs one true big, and the layup is missed by Fry. Corralled by Machurak into the hands of Marzino. 25-19, Baldwin in the lead. Here's Marzino. He'll take the 3. Money ball, Max Marzina, nothing but net. 9 points for the senior in his final home game.
And an important one of that, a three-pointer that, Baldwin for most of the year, it's been hard to come by for them outside the arc. Tonight, though, looking really sharp. They're having 3 threes tonight.
Egerton can't answer. Machurak, another rebound. Ushers it to Marzina, who moves up with it, looks for an outlet, and gets bumped by Egerton. First foul on Kane Egerton. They're going to bring Jackson Otto back in, the 6'2 guard that started a lot early on this season for Baldwin, but found himself at a bench role, at times not even playing in varsity games. It's been a very up and down season for Otto, playing big minutes early on for Jeff Ackerman tonight. Marzina gets around the first initial wave, pulls back, difficult shot, but he drains it. You just hope it's one of those days for Max Marzina where everything finds the bottom of the bucket as Turkala turns around and takes the easy layup. It's a 9-point lead for Baldwin that was built up to double digits following the last bucket, and it's going to be an official's timeout. Golvash is currently holding his left elbow. Not sure if he hit his funny bone or what the case is. Golvash is currently trying to stay out onto the floor. But with the officials' timeout, you wonder if they're going to try to usher him off. It's actually Machurak that they're looking at right now and wiping off his face.
Yeah, funny enough here with Golvash coming close. He talked about it. He said his elbow, he's smiling, so it doesn't be anything serious.
So, did you see it? Did Machurak hit there? Did Machurak and Golvash collide there?
I did not see the collision. I just saw Golvash come back saying, hey, I hit my elbow and it hurt.
So assistant coach John Stone is currently on the floor right now trying to, look for something that might have came off of Machurak, or they didn't find anything. So Marzina has it. So it's Marzina, Anderson, Otto, Golvash, and Teo O'Toole. The 5 for Baldwin. O'Toole checks in for Machurak. Anderson drives. Otto's wide open at the wing. Marzina inside, steps through and scores.
What a great ability, and Nate Wade is to step up to the plate, get into the paint, and just have an easy layup.
Turkala drives in, trying to get around Otto, who picks up the foul, and Turkala hits the bucket. 3-point play upcoming for Nick Turkala. He couldn't convert his first opportunity to the 3-point play. Gets a second crack at it after Jackson Otto picks up his first foul. It is just the third against Baldwin in the quarter with 3:01 left. TJ has been called for 4. Next one will put Baldwin at the line. Turkala misses the free throw again. Fight for the rebound. Anderson trying to rip it and can. Goes to O'Toole. Long sleeves for Teo O'Toole and bright teal shoes. Now it's Anderson. With Turkala defending, back to O'Toole. Egerton at the scorer's table, so to check back in for Thomas Jefferson. There's Golvash. Kind of slowing the pace right now with 2.5 left in the half. Resetting with Golvash. Golvash drives all the way in. Difficult shot, missed it. And someone was out of bounds when they touched the basketball. It was Jackson Otto. So it will be TJ Ball, as it was him and Fry that both had their hands on it.
It's a tough one because Golvash couldn't get that right hand to kind of hook the ball up and over. It was kind of more like either got tipped or he just didn't get enough on it and went more straight in the air. But TJ defensively just coming in, trapping, and collapsing.
Rice brings it up, and they go to Krause. They took Turkala off the floor. That's who Egerton replaced. So down low, it's Fry trying to create. Fry, right hand, scores around Anderson. 6 points for Justin Fry. And TJ likes to play a very quick, up-tempo type of game. Baldwin has done a good job of playing their style and dictating the pace of this game as Marzina keeps his pivot foot, gets fouled, and will shoot 2. Dom DeSico can't believe it at the TJ bench. But it's another foul called against his Jaguars, and free throw opportunities for Max Marzina his first time to the line.
Marzina's done a really good job tonight, kind of dictating his own control, allowing a lot of his shots to fall. But this is going to be the real test, free throws, because we know in the past Max Marzina has kind of had trouble at the line.
And Marzina misses the first. One of the cool things about calling these games for as long as I have, and we're at a decade now, is you get to know a lot of the coaches on the opposing teams and stuff like that. And talked to Dom DeSico yesterday as both free throws are missed, and he said the key was to slow down Marzina, slow down Golvash, slow down 3 and 12. They've done so with Golvash just 1 point. Marzina's beaten them with 13, but on the other end, Kraus has an answer now with 7.
Yeah, and more importantly, I mean, you have Fry with 6, Kraus with 7, and Tricolo as well with 6. A bunch of different guys are contributing to the cause.
It's stolen away by Rice. Not able to complete the handoff. Marzina and Anderson as it's stolen away, and the Jaguars move up with it with a chance to make this a one-possession game. Cross court to Rice. Wide open 3 at the Baldwin bench. O'Toole never saw the ball, but it's Anderson able to grab the rebound. O'Toole has it now. Marzina calls for it, and now takes it in the final 70 seconds of the half. Otto flashes, and they go to Marzina. Golvash up top with Egerton defending. Now they go to O'Toole right by half court. A lot of movement away from the basketball, but not much to create anybody open. Marzina now, 43 seconds and counting. They bring the double team and they send it over to O'Toole. Couldn't get it to Otto down low. Golvash standing right by the TJ bench as well. Keep an eye on him. 30 seconds. Marzina drives in. Marzina, no. Good contest from Fry. Egerton moves up with it. 20 seconds, a lot of time. But a travel called against Justin Fry will give it back to Baldwin with a chance to pad the lead before they go to the locker room.
He kind of had to work around it, just, I mean, an awkward working environment, not a lot to move with. So then he stutter steps, and that extra step is where it came in.
So Golvash will throw it in. TJ will pick up full court on Baldwin. And they do get it to Marzina in the backcourt. Swung on over to Anderson, 15 seconds. Here's Marzina. Max drives, dishes, Golvash before the horn, way short. Rice will get a chance at a shot off, and he threw it off the backboard as the first half comes to an end with a 32-27 lead for Baldwin. They have a 5-point advantage against the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars at the break, and all things considered, pretty good half of basketball for Baldwin.
Exactly. I mean, the last 3 minutes weren't exactly what Baldwin wanted. TJ scoring 4 points, and Baldwin 0 there. But overall, I mean, the first 5 minutes of that second quarter were fantastic for Baldwin. 15-7 run, just 4 minutes into it. Really well done by Baldwin to be able to get yourself a cushion. Now be able to hold a cushion. Learn from your mistakes, especially the first time out, and Thomas Jefferson. 5-point
game at the break. Stay tuned for our special announcement at midcourt as the 2026 Baldwin Athletics Hall of Fame is introduced on the floor right here on the Baldwin Sports Channel. Spins, turns, left hand. Bryson can't get it to spin in, and it's rebounded by Kraus. Gardner up the floor to an open Turkala, streaking to the basket, and Turkala finishes.
Doesn't matter, and I'd like to see how the first bit of the tone is set here by each team.
Marzina inside, turns around inside the paint, trying to find space, and he does. Scoops the layup in. Marzina looks for an outlet and goes to Golvash. Has Smolko at the block. Golvash elects not to go to him, and instead will drive all the way in. This time give to Smolko for the easy layup.
That's what it's going to take.
Marzina gets a screen from Otto. Marzina for 3. Rattles off. Rebound. Smolko puts it up. It gets blocked by Turkala. Maturek with it. Anderson before the horn. Loaded, stolen away by Nico Maturek. Maturek up the floor. Marzina with Golvash. Max takes it in. Left hand. And he scoops it home. Max Marzina, 6 points. Baldwin grows the lead to 5. It's the 2026 Baldwin Hall of Fame class. Doug Altavilla, great player in football from the class of 2015, just introduced. And up next, my former volleyball coach, Eric Faucione, class of 1984.
Please join me in welcoming Coach Eric Faucione in the Baldwin High School. Our next athlete, tonight we honor one of the most versatile and accomplished athletes in Baldwin High School history. Robert Haley III, class of 2001, earned 6 varsity honors across football, indoor track, and outdoor track, despite not being any track and field until his junior year. A member of Baldwin's 1999 Conference Championship football team, he was known for his toughness and selfishness, playing 7 seasons as a true two-way Ironman and earning Pittsburgh Post-Gazette's Unsung Hero recognition. In track and field, Robert quickly rose to elite status as a Whitfield runner-up in discus, a medalist in shot put, a section champion in both events, and one of the few athletes to surpass 50 feet in the shot put and 150 feet in the discus. He continued success at Duke University as a rare 3-sport Division I scholarship athlete, winning 4 conference championships, a national title, earning all conference honors, and being named Conference Newcomer of the Year. He also became the 9-10 discus champion, an NCAA regional qualifier, academic All-American with a 4.0 GPA, and a school record holder in shot put. Robert's lifelong passion for athletics has continued through competition, mentorship, and service, exemplifying resilience, excellence, and humility by competing in the transplant games of America as a living organ donor, to playing semi-professional baseball, boxing, team handball, and youth training and bobsled. Please join me in welcoming Robert Haley III in the Baldwin Athletic Hall of Fame.
Great to see Bob Healy, really accomplished football and track and field star that went on to play at Duquesne, class of 2001 for the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. Dennis Logan, great athlete in cross country and track and field for Baldwin, the class of 2010.
As a stand-up member of Baldwin Boys Volleyball Program, Peter Slaughter established himself as one of the top players in the area and the state. His achievements include all-state recognition, Whitfield All-Star honors in multiple seasons, and playing a key role in championship level team success, including section titles in the tournament championship. previous success did not stop at Baldwin. He continued his volleyball career at Mercyhurst University, competing at the collegiate level over the center for 2 years. A testament to both his talent and a deep understanding of the game. Even more inspiring is the path that he chose beyond athletics. He went on to build a distinguished career in the medical field, becoming a certified nurse practitioner specializing in memory and cognitive disorders in neurology and psychiatry. His outstanding patient care is reflected in the exceptional ratings he earned, showing that the same focus, discipline, and compassion he brought to the court now impacts lives every day. Tonight we honor not only a tremendous athlete, but also a professional and role model who represents Baldwin with pride in everything he does. Pete's brother Mary Pat Swagger is here on behalf of Pete. And once again, please will join us in welcoming Pete Swagger into the Baldwin Athletic Hall of Fame.
Pete Swagger, represented by his mom, longtime volleyball coach at St. E's. Great Baldwin volleyball players, went on and played at Mercyhurst as well. The Baldwin 2026 Hall of Fame class. Doug Altavilla, class of 2015. Eric Falcione, boys volleyball head coach, class of 1984, Baldwin. Bob Healy, class of 2001. Dennis Logan, class of 2010. And Pete Swagger, the volleyball star, the Fighting Highlanders, class of 2006, represented by his mom today. And overall, just a great, great class of athletes and coaches here at Baldwin that significantly left their mark. No, a ton of them that significant contributors for Baldwin here at the high school.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
We start the second half in a 5-point game. Baldwin leading at 32-27. Fighting Highlanders, these are the situations. You win, you're in. Simplest way to go about it.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
If they were to fall to Thomas Jefferson, Baldwin would need help from Trinity to beat Ringgold. But take care of business at home, and that's all that it takes and all you need to do to be able to clinch a playoff berth for the Fighting Highlanders here tonight.
The first half, they really set a good cushion for themselves and a good standard what they need to do. I mean, being up 5 points, it's important. I mean, they were only up 7 early on last time, and they need to come away with a win now.
And immediately, E.J. Golvash drains it. Golvash's first field goal of the game.
And it comes at a crucial time, exactly when he needs to make a shot, because Baldwin needs as many points as they can get, because this Thomas Jefferson team's very, very good. Undefeated in section play this year.
And the bucket up and good for Fry. So Baldwin starts out with their starting five on the floor. It's Golvash, Machurak, Marzina, Anderson, and Smolko. Only foul trouble for Baldwin is Smolka with 2. Golvash will circle on him. Goes to Machurak. Thought about the 3. With Fry defending, we'll back it out to Marzino.
Smart, not really aggressing on the shot, being smart with the ball and continuing out. Now Baldwin has a chance to at least set up a look they want instead of forcing a shot they're not comfortable with.
So Golvash has it now up top. EJ drives in, spins, turns, looks inside the paint. Golvash drops it in. So after struggling in the first half, EJ Golvash has 2 quick buckets.
Exactly, now up to 6 points. I mean, that's 6 more he had before the final couple minutes of that second quarter. So really impressive work by him to get started early on.
And a foul called, a hand check called against Anderson. That's his first. And it will be out of bounds following the foul.
Something underappreciated is the foul trouble, making sure that Baldwin's staying out of it. For the most part, they have, which is really impressive. It's going to come down crucial because he's seen that a few times late in the game. I mean, Baldwin's going to need an answer, and they're going to need their best players to be out there.
Three-pointer off the mark for Krause, and it's 1 and done for the Jaguars after the inbound. So it's an 8-point lead for Baldwin. They go to Anderson right by the bench. Smolka pops out, now goes back towards the basket. And Marzina has it with Turkle defending. 2 minutes gone by, third quarter. Anderson drives in. Anderson double teamed, and a lot of holding against Anderson's arm, but Baldwin elects to use a timeout. Neither side called a timeout in the first half, so it's just Baldwin's first.
Yeah, I mean, you saw there Jeff Ackerman sees the situation. There was going to be a foul called. It kind of looked like Anderson was throwing his head near the arm to try to get something get called. Officials swallowed their whistles. Really wasn't anything going on. Jeff Ackerman calls the timeout just to allow his team to reset, get a better look because they were kind of put into a trap in a situation they really didn't want to be in.
There's a 30-second timeout as Golvash so far has all the points for Baldwin in this third quarter. The other games that are taking place tonight in the section, Bethel is at Peters and Trinity is at Ringgold. So it's a double whammy of where Ringgold is. They're going to try to bounce back from losses to Peters and to TJ. And their losing streak and try to get in. It's Golvash off the inbound, and Golvash turns and lost it. Gets it back, though.
It's really important to get that because Golvash made the right read to kick it back out. Unfortunately, ball gets passed around, bobbled around, but more importantly, Baldwin comes away with it.
Golvash has it back. A lot of movement. And almost stolen away by Gardner. Machurak puts it up. Plus the foul. Nico Machurak, tough to the basket.
You have to be so pleased with his play tonight. Not just scoring with his almost potential 10 points, but the multiple important rebounds on each end, being able to read the play, make smart decisions all night. He's been Baldwin's best player tonight.
Yeah, if you want to talk about who the difference maker has been, an X factor that needed to step up in a game like this, Nico Machurak. Can't convert, but does have 9 points. Egerton calling for it, wide open cross court. They finally find him. No one was defending him, but he can't hit the 3. Rebound is corralled by Sear, who throws it cross court to Krause. To the corner. Egerton again thought about the 3. Instead drives baseline, takes the layup, and scores. Kane Egerton with just his first point. He's had multiple opportunities, but that's the first time the ball has found the bottom of the basket. Eight-point lead for Baldwin. Marzina in the weave action for Baldwin. Goes on over to Machurak. Back to Marzina. Trying to set the screen and get the switch. They get it for Marzina to go up against Fry, who pulls and hits. Max Marzina, 15. He leads all scorers.
That's important, too, because Marzina's got to stay hot. Can we see that translate from the first half into the second half?
Noah Sear drives the lefties floater. Bounces off. Rebound fought for, and Marzina and Golvash almost had it go off each other and out of bounds, but Marzina is able to slow it down and swing it on over to Golvash. Just about half the quarter gone by. Baldwin has now built up a 10-point lead. Golvash drives, steps back, gets fouled, and he'll shoot two. Exactly 4 minutes left, third quarter. The foul goes on Kane Egerton. It's his second. Egerton, the junior for Thomas Jefferson that also plays football. With the foul there, too much contact, and Golvash rattles off the first.
Now that's three different Jaguars with 2 fouls each. Now, ever since the tech ever since we saw the tech early on, Trika's not really had any fouls called on him. Sear got those 2, and Egerton has 2 now, so.
Golvash got the second, though. Sear backs it out, swung around Turkala. Sear left it short for 3, offensive board Fry. Fry turns around and finishes. Justin Fry trying to heat up. He's now in double digits. The first TJ player to reach double figures.
Yeah, that goes a lot with what I was saying earlier on. You had 4 different players with at least 6 or more points. Now Fry's been the one to do it. He started off really hot in this game as well.
Machurak, baseline. Back to Marzina. Max sees a lane. Got cut off, though. Anderson up for 3. Rebound Turkala. Bodied off Smolko to grab it. Turkala crosses over Smolko. And we'll go to the free throw line. So that's now the third on Bryson Smolko. Zeoli in considerable foul trouble for Baldwin. If they had to go deep to the bench, they could bring Toranetti, the 6'6" forward, in. He played early in the Ringgold game, gave them some pretty solid minutes as Turkala makes the first. Turkala, the 6'6" Serbian, looking right into the student section, trying to distract him, but hits it perfectly. Seven-point lead again for Baldwin. At what was 5 at half and has gotten to 10 at one point. Marzina can't make it back to 7. And they throw it up the floor to Sear. Sear with Fry. Sear blocked by Marzina. Egerton with it back up top now. Turkala. Turkala past Molko again, and another foul called. Who are they going to get this time? I think it was Marzina coming over on the help, and they will get Max for a second.
It's unfortunate because we've seen now a few times Jeff Ackerman yell over Nico Nusharak saying, you need to get over there, to help an 8 out.
Turkala 2 of 4 at the line. Got it this time. Turkala is a 68% free throw shooter. So Jackson Otto will come back in for Baldwin. He will take Smolko off the floor. Marzina with 2, Smolko with 3. The only foul trouble for Baldwin so far. Egerton, Turkala, Sear, all with 2 for TJ. Free throw missed. Last touch by Baldwin, though. Marzina thought it touched off of Rabel, who's back in the game, but they rule it's off Baldwin, and TJ calls timeout to discuss it over here with a chance to further cut into this Baldwin lead. Yeah, Baldwin's now scored in. They're now outscoring, TJ's outscoring Baldwin on 9-8 here into this third quarter, and it's been back and forth. Baldwin was up as much as 5-2, but ever since then, there's really nothing more than that. These teams trading off layups, trading off defensive stops, and that's where the cushion comes into play. Is he going to be able to hold up, or are you going to be able to keep the consistency? And if Baldwin's at least able to continue to trade blows, that still gives you enough with that 5 to 6 point cushion. Great to honor our Baldwin Athletics class of 2026 to the Hall of Fame. Doug Altavilla, football star, class of 2015. Eric Falcione, the Baldwin boys volleyball coach for 20 years, coached me at volleyball. My junior year was his last year. Also Baldwin class of 1984 grad. Robert Healy, who was great at Duquesne as well. Duquesne Hall of Famer there, played football and track. Dennis Logan, he ran cross country and track and field. And Peter Swager, who played volleyball. Logan, class of 2010. Swager, class of 2006. This time it will be Baldwin ball out of bounds. Really well done because, Trinkola had every bit of the look. He missed pretty much an easy layup over Sadiq Anderson, and luckily for Baldwin, the pass gets over. And a foul called against Thomas Jefferson. It's a hold on Rabel as they were trying to get the ball inbounded to Marzina, and Rabel picks up his second. That is now 4 Jaguars with 2 fouls each as well. This time it's an offensive foul on Marzina, as Rabel was the one defending him off the inbound. They brought extra help with Fry as well to try to force a trap, and Marzina picks up his third.
That was, just unnecessary is the key adjective to say there, because, Baldwin needs to be able to get down and push and respond, because remember, TJ is the one that scored the last basket as well, so can we come away with an easy layup? Not what you want.
And they throw it right into Turkala, who will go to the line. Jackson Otto put his hand straight up. Can't believe there was a foul. But more free throws upcoming for Turkala, as they call the foul on Anderson, rather. And that is now 5 fouls on Baldwin in the quarter. There have been 3 called on TJ. So Turkala back to the line. He's got 12. And we're starting to see the Baldwin lead that was 10 and at one point 11. TJ just chipping away. Turkala, again, misses the second. Machurak, before he went out of bounds, threw it off of a player. It was Golvash as well fighting for it, and they got a foul called on TJ. It's a push on Egerton, his third. So TJ will pick up full court, and we saw what happened with Marzina last time. Baldwin's got to have somebody extra flash to the ball. Maybe it's Otto right around half court if they can't get it to Marzina, who does spring free. Over to Anderson. The 3 guards for Baldwin are Marzina, Anderson, and Golvash, as well as Machurak. Anderson's floater doesn't go. Smolko can't grab the rebound. They throw it to Egerton, who brings it up the floor. Machurak defends. Egerton dumps it down low. Layup. Misses off the mark for Rabel.
That was as great a transition as you'll ever see in a wide-open layup for Rabel, and he went rim and out. It went bounce the back iron, rolls out, and more importantly, Baldwin came away with the rebound.
Under 2 minutes, third quarter. Marzina backs it out, Anderson. Anderson back to Marzina. Thought about the 3. Instead, drives. Sear defends. Well, reset with Machurak up top, and now here's Golvash. Bounce to Marzina. Now Golvash, down low. Marzina springs open left side block. Marzina right hand, no. Otto offensive rebound, yes. First points for Jackson Otto.
I've always said it's never too late to start contributing to scoring points, especially in a crucial game like tonight.
They leave a wide open lane for Rabel, but he can't finish. TJ, a couple opportunities there, but nothing immenting. It's Golvash driving, kicking. Otto got it! Just squeezed it past Sear, who had all types of great coverage defensively on him, right on his back.
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson threats 3 easy as missed.
Stolen away by Machurak. Crossover move. Machurak with Otto. Bounce pass. Jackson Otto kicking it this time. Good contest by TJ on the other end. They run with it again. Egerton, layup good. He didn't want to draw the contact. Instead had plenty of space to throw it right off the window. 35 seconds and counting. It's a 7-point lead as we come to the end of the third quarter. Anderson almost poked free by Sear. Now Machurak and Marzina. Calling for Otto to go through and reset with the 3 guards up top. Anderson with 10 seconds. Now Marzina. Machurak has a lane. Nico takes it. Floater. Good. Nico Machurak drills it in double figures of 11. Heave from Fry. Baldwin takes a 9-point lead to the fourth quarter. You win, you're in. 8 more minutes to go to clinch a playoff berth on the Baldwin Sports Channel.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
8 minutes left. Baldwin and Thomas Jefferson. If the Baldwin boys can hold on and win it, they will go to the 2026 WPIAL 5A playoffs. A year ago, it was 21-1, and you knew you were in a 2 seed. This time, it comes down to the wire in the final section game of the year to clinch the 4th spot in the section. Turkala can't hit. Rebound, Machurak. Nico Machurak, who's been so impactful on both ends of the floor for Baldwin, offensively, defensively, has 11 points, and if we kept rebounds, he'd probably be close to a double-double.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely imagine that. I can name at least 5 or 6 times just off the top of my head alone his ability. And when he goes up, though, the way he gets up and the skies to the roof, great work.
So here's Marzina with it. Over to Machurak. They keep Jackson Otto on the floor. It's Otto, Machurak, Marzina, Anderson, and Golvash, the 5 for Baldwin. Smolko still on the bench with the 3 fouls. Marzina also with 3 himself with the basketball with Kraus defending him. Just about a minute gone by 4th quarter. Marzina drives in, has a lane. It looked like he was trying to dish it to Otto, who hits again. Jackson Otto with 6 points. They've all come in the second half. And they've all come in the last 10 minutes of real time.
And that's all you really need. It doesn't matter if you score 30 or 2. It always matters when you're scoring those buckets.
To the corner, Gardner, who has only scored 2 points today. Instead, they dump it down low to Fry for the layup. Count it, and he'll go to the line looking for one more.
Yeah, we've seen Thomas Jefferson do a really good job of going in and creating those and-one opportunities tonight. We've seen a plethora of different players be able to do that. I mean, Tricolo as well, he had 2 by himself.
Oh, man, there was a kid in the student section that just almost fell down the stairs, or at least down the bleachers, who is currently waving a towel and is shirtless, trying to distract Justin Fry on the free throw attempt. But it didn't work.
He's been doing that all night as well, and I mean, you got to appreciate the effort and the lengths you're going to in order to be able to create a distraction.
Whatever it takes.
Exactly.
So it's an 8-point game. Timeout taken by TJ. They got 3 left. Baldwin still has 4 left. So looking around the area, Gateway is going to win Section 1. Penn Hills will win Section 2. TJ wins Section 3. Chartiers Valley, 10-1 in their section. Lincoln Park's at 9-2. Char Valley is going to win their section. So you're looking at those 2 teams. Oh, those 4 teams as the top 4. Then you play it out from there. There's a log jam at the bottom of Section 1. How about this? Laurel Highlands, Uniontown, McKeesport, Latrobe are all 6 and 7.
I mean, not only is it a tie, but the record number itself.
And they also have Albert Gallatin in that section that's 0 and 13.
And winless on the girls' side as well.
Also a battle at the bottom of Section 2. Hampton 6 and 5, Kiski 6 and 6. Indiana's also 6 and 5 in that section. Golvash has it now as they'll back it out. Plus, it's Ringgold and Baldwin fighting for the last spot from Section 3. Marzina foul line jumper. It's rebounded by Anderson.
Baldwin lucky there. I mean, they had Anderson and Marzina each fighting for the rebound, not really aware of who was there. But, again, another thing where you can't really complain about the problem. You're able to create and get a rebound away from it.
Marzina double team, gets it out to Anderson. Anderson lost the handle. Turkala defending. Who's got it? Fight for the ball. Still loose. It's picked up by Fry. Fry in transition. Can Marzina get back? Fry layup. Spins out. Who wants the rebound? Fight for it on the floor. Machurak has it and is able to bounce it to Golvash. Golvash spins away. Got past Gardner. Now Golvash. Timeout called by Jeff Ackerman. And smartly, maybe would have got away with something, maybe over and back on Marzina. Probably not called, but Golvash also in a pickle there as Jeff Ackerman uses his second. They're just going to call it a 30-second timeout.
Really impressive work by Golvash there to work with the pressure. Thomas Jefferson and Baldwin each, again, it's battling around, ping-ponging around, loose rebound, and everyone's equally competing for it. But Golvash here, great 2 spin moves to create some separation. I mean, unfortunately, though, Baldwin's forced to use another timeout. But overall, really good work, and more importantly, not allowing TJ to go down and score.
And just to recap where everything sits in 5A, in Section 4, Mars and Montour are both at 5 and 6. Mars is at Char Valley. Moon is at Montour. Kind of crazy how seasons can change. When Montour a year ago was the number 1 seed, Baldwin was the number 2 seed, and today they're both fighting for their playoff lives to get in. Where Chartiers Valley, who won it all, is sitting at 10-1 and looking pretty good to get the number 1 spot in 5A basketball as they send it into Anderson. Now Golvash. We'll see how Baldwin approaches this fourth quarter. You can't just play a freeze-out style where you don't attack the hoop. Golvash knows that. Attacks. Jackson Otto again cleans it up.
I mean, from the left block, right block, doesn't matter. Jackson Otto's been electric.
And TJ throws it away. Turkoglu looking for Rice. And it's out of bounds. 5.5 left. The lead back up to 10. Marzina to Golvash. Golvash going to try to dribble out of the press. He does. But he lost it. Karam's right over to Maturak, though. And now Anderson. So it's Marzina, Anderson, Otto, Golvash, and Maturak. Jeff Ackerman trusting Jackson Otto in this big situation. Smolko dealing with 3 fouls is currently on the bench. And a foul is called against Nathaniel Rice, his first. Rather, his second. Just the first in the quarter. Called against the Jaguars.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since the Jaguars have had a few fouls as well. They've been very disciplined basketball recently, too, which wasn't the case to start, as we know. They were fouling quick and heavy, all sorts in the first half.
Here's Golvash with it right near the Baldwin bench. Marzina gets around Rice. Left hand! Max drops it in. Max Marzina has scored in all 4 quarters. He's got 17. Fry spins past Anderson and scores. And kind of was staring him down as Anderson was on the ground. Did Golvash steal it away? He was able to call a timeout as he stole the pass away. How about that?
Fortunate, but now the problem becomes you're left with 2 timeouts in the last, let's see, 4.5 minutes of gameplay. Got to wonder, I mean, we've seen Baldwin, when the game gets close and they have the possession, they've used a lot of their timeouts this season. How do you handle that situation?
So before that, the last bucket was scored by?
I mean, that was what, Jackson Otto, then you saw Marzina as well?
Right, with 17. So we're looking at 54-44 right now. Otto 8, Marzina 17, the last couple of scorers here in the fourth quarter. Thought I might have missed something on the other end. That's
No, I mean.
just what I was looking for as we go back and forth in a hectic fourth quarter.
I got my Post-it notes. I've been writing scores down in streaks, I mean, different runs. So, I mean, I feel like I'm as up to date as it could possibly be. But
yeah.
It's nice to write. Here's the thing, though. I will say it's nice.
Yeah,
you've
done well with those scoring runs tonight.
It's really nice to write down Marzina's numbers a lot because it feels like this season there's been times where he's frozen up and other people have had to step up, which is nice to see the depth. But it's nice to be able to write that down for Marzina. And his most important game up to date, especially one where they need, in order for the playoff lives, at least to contend to continue your high school basketball career.
When they needed the senior under the bright new lights in the gymnasium to shine, he has answered the call. Last game that Max will play here in what is a storied career at Baldwin. Oh, it was almost stolen away. Was Anderson the last to touch it? Yes. Baldwin turns it over. Good play by Josh Gardner to force the turnover.
Oh,
he tried to jump the lane.
That was an excellent job. Even though he didn't get possession, he's able to position himself and bounce off Anderson's ankle.
3-point ball up and in. Noah Sear. 7-point game. They trap Golvash. Get it up the floor to Anderson. Anderson will just dribble it up. Bounce it to Otto. Otto just throws it to Marzina before it goes out of bounds. And he'll just try to reset at half court. Egerton applies pressure, and now Golvash throws it away. Taken away by Gardner. Half the quarter gone by. Gardner bounces. Fry. Layup. Good. Justin Fry, 15 points. And a foul called against Turkoglu. He was pressuring Marzina. That is the third foul called on Nick Turkoglu. But now it's a 5-point game, and this starts to get to be dangerous territory where we've seen Baldwin struggle at times, and they almost throw it away again. Who's their last touch by? He needs help. The one referee here on our right looks to the one on our left, who signals that it will still stay here.
He got it right. I don't think anyone had a better view than I did. Touched off Turkoglu's right hand.
Marzina, Golvash, Otto, Maturak, Anderson. Golvash has it. Anderson's wide open in the corner. Bypasses the 3. Maturak looks down low to Otto, and it's taken away. They throw it away again. Justin Fry down the floor. Fry hit the last layup. He hits this one too. Justin Fry makes it a one-possession game. TJ has come all the way back at what was a double-digit lead for Baldwin. And Baldwin fans kind of looking around thinking, here we go again. TJ crowd with the student section and the faithful behind the bench starting to get loud. Marzina dishes it over to Golvash. Can the Fighting Highlanders hold on? Another steal. Egerton down the floor. Marzina just gives them the layup. It's a one-point game. And you got to wonder now, Jeff Ackerman only has 2 timeouts left. When do you use one? Final 3 minutes to go. It's been an avalanche of points by Thomas Jefferson.
8-0 run in the last almost 2 minutes of play here by the Jaguars.
Marzina inside. This is to Anderson. Anderson, floater, got it. They needed it, and Sadiq Anderson provided it. His first point since the first quarter, now at 9. It makes it a 3-point game. Gardner on the perimeter. They look down low for Fry, who has the hot hand, who has 17, who has a travel called before the layup. And wow, did Baldwin benefit from that. They get Fry moving his foot, and a technical foul is called on Dom DeSico, who's all the way out onto the floor, about 10 feet out, was so close to where the referee was standing after making the call. DeSico now giving him his money's worth, is called for a technical, and technical fouls. That's the second called on Thomas Jefferson in the game. DeSico will have to sit. Baldwin has the ball. Baldwin has 2 free throws, and Baldwin has a chance to make it a lead of up to 5, and with the possession, more.
I mean, you saw it earlier when Tricolow got his technical foul for barking at the official. And in the most important hour, Thomas Jefferson has done such a great job in this entire quarter to execute. And now you've given Baldwin a chance to put up 2 more, go up 5, and then give them a possession to push that more under 3 minutes.
So the foul on Turkala. Now okay, so it's just, I don't think they assessed it to Turkala. Heard the PA system say so. Machurak makes the first. Machurak got both. Nico Machurak has hit all 4 technical free throws for Baldwin in this game. So believe Turkala still has 3 then. They didn't put it up on the board as a personal to anybody. It's just on DeSico, who now has to sit, and they get it into Marzina.
And more importantly, I think you said it, 4 for 4 from those 2 technical fouls from Machurak, and it's ever so crucial, and that's another reason he's contributed himself to MVP of the game.
They bring the double team. Marzina has to get out of it. Marzina threw it away. It's Turco with the deflection, and a foul is called on Marzina. That's just a second on Baldwin in the quarter. It is the 4th foul called, though, on Max. That's huge. The only player in this game with 4.
And again, we talked about if the fouls are going to be able, because Baldwin's starting off really easy with a lack of fouls. And if this game's going to come down to it, you're going to want your best guys out there. So for Marzina, it's just incredibly safe and smart basketball. It's probably going to be a part of the combination of the equation.
5-point lead for Baldwin. Gardner bounces, and Fry has it. They swing it cross court to Sear, who's hit a couple and hits another. Noah Sear now with 9 points. 2 threes in the 4th. It's a 2-point game. Under 2 to go. 2 teams delivering punches back and forth. Marzina to Otto, who quickly swings to Golvash. Bounces, Machurak. Kicks, Anderson. Anderson for 3. Left it short, rebound. There's a foul called on the floor as Machurak was trying to go after the ball. Otto is the one that sprung free to get it, but the foul was called first on Thomas Jefferson. They're going to call it on Gardner. It's Gardner's 2nd foul, and it's just the 4th on TJ in the quarter, so it will not be shooting. The next one will. 1:31 to go, and they get it into Marzina. TJ was looking for a foul on Baldwin off the inbound. And now the reset with Golvash. Golvash looks, scans, and goes back to Marzina. If you're Baldwin, you can't just freeze the ball, despite there not being a shot clock. Have to still try to fight. Ackerman calling a timeout. It's poked out of Anderson's hand. They didn't get the timeout off, but it does stay here. 1:14 on the clock.
Now you got to wonder, and Baldwin's been allowing Thomas Jefferson to force the trap and be able to trap different people in different areas, and it's forced Baldwin to have to create a lot of different turnovers and give them the ball up to Thomas Jefferson. And they're actually, I think they're going to award the timeout to.
So TJ called a timeout.
Okay, that's what I thought. This full timeout, too.
It's a full timeout for Thomas Jefferson. So both teams still have 2 left. And Baldwin up by 2.
I mean, Thomas Jefferson 15-8 against Baldwin in this quarter. I mean, it's been clear we've seen it. Thomas Jefferson's really shut the door in on a 9-point lead. And talking about it in between the break, we acknowledge that that's exactly what Baldwin need to do. They need as big of a cushion as ever because Thomas Jefferson, in an instant, as fast as they gave it up, they could get it right back. And they did exactly that. It came down to 1 point. And then luckily for Baldwin, they get a big score. You get the technical foul. And now you allow yourself a 2-point cushion and allow yourself to be the ones to try to dictate the tempo instead of having to force them to make a mistake.
So it's the thing that Baldwin fans do not want to hear. There's been a ton of close games that have resulted in close losses. Peters Township in overtime 66-63. South Fayette 43-39 right here on the home floor. A loss to winless Bethel Park 49-43. A loss at TJ where they had a 7-point lead in the fourth 57-54. It's been a year of opportunity, a year of chances, and a year that they've squandered it. But it all comes down to this. If they can win it and hold on with 1:14 left, all those things are not forgotten about, but at least are not held with the same weight. As they go to Machurak, who goes back to Golvash. And that didn't even count the Ringgold loss at the buzzer the last time they were on the home floor. 1 minute left. Golvash, back to Marzina. Baldwin does have 2 timeouts left. Golvash, dribbling away from pressure, goes to Machurak. Machurak bounces. Anderson has the layup. 2-possession game. It's up to 4. Turkla quickly up to 4, hits the layup. Just like that, TJ responds. Machurak trying to get it in. Marzina back to Machurak, 32 seconds. Anderson almost traveled. That's the outlet. Is he over and back? They get a timeout called by Jeff Ackerman because, man, I think they were going to call over and back. From where Machurak's feet were, they very well could have when he threw that ball back into the backcourt, but Ackerman got the timeout off to prevent any huge damage.
That's the 3rd time Baldwin's done that in the second half. In an inconvenient moment, you have these timeouts saved up to be able to use. Baldwin only has 1 now. That's a crucial moment. Luckily, Thomas Jefferson used one of theirs before, so that kind of gave Baldwin a free pass to be able to stop and reset themselves. But now you got to think with 25 seconds left, what's the plan? Do you just try to draw out the clock? Do you just try to look for a good shot?
Well,
do you rush a shot?
Every time they've tried to just freeze the clock this year, it hasn't worked.
Nope.
So you would imagine that they're going to try to attack the basket. If they could get another good look, especially if it's a layup, you got to take it, make it a 2-possession game. If not, move the ball around, and whoever you want to shoot the free throws, I would imagine Nico Machurak, you make sure the ball is in his hands.
Yeah, I mean, if it's Machurak or the only other one would be Marzina.
And Marzina is 0 for 2 at the line tonight. Golvash is 2 of 4. Machurak 4 of 5. Machurak to inbound, and he gets it into Marzina. Goes right to Machurak, and they foul Machurak. So they want Nico Machurak to shoot the free throws. And Baldwin fans out there hoping we didn't present an announcer jinx as Justin Fry picks up his second. And Nico Machurak, the senior, has a chance for 2 at the line to give Baldwin a 2-possession lead. 2 shots, 2 possession, 1 shot at the 3-point game. Machurak got the first.
And this is the first time as well that Baldwin's ever really had to deal with a student section shooting at their own home floor.
Good point. A couple other teams like Ringgold brought a decent one, but this, the most strongest one. Machurak got them both, 2-possession game. Baldwin bench locking arms on both of those free throws. 24 seconds left. 3 ball, good! Noah Sear! 3 threes in the quarter! And Noah Sear makes it a 1-point game. What a strategy from TJ. Foul, even if the 2 free throws are made, Sear can just come right down, hit a 3. He has 4 on the night, and it makes it a 1-point game.
All his points have come from outside the arc, shooting 15-plus feet. So it makes you think. I mean, for Baldwin now, you got to inbound, you got to get it in. Is CJ going to put another quick foul in 2? Because think about it. If Baldwin, they force a foul, whoever it is.
Well, you're at least going to go for the steal first.
If Baldwin, at best, makes 2 free throws, say no matter who it is, That's only a 3-point game. So guess what? Can you go down, run the same play, and allow Sear to get you a 3 to tie it? Because if it goes to overtime, Baldwin has not fared well in overtime.
Well, if you're up by 3, and depending on how much time is left, you would rather foul TJ, send them to the line for 2, bring in your biggest players to grab a rebound, depending on what's still left on the clock. And you probably don't even want to give them that opportunity to take a game-winning 3. You'd rather foul, put them at the line, get the ball back, make it a free throw game, and trust you're going to make them, which has been a problem for Baldwin this year. But those are the scenarios that Jeff Ackerman, John Stone, the Marzina, the entire clan on the bench is going through right now.
I don't want to give, and I said this before with the girls, I don't want to give TJ any time. You don't want TJ to have any time to work with.
Marzina's got it. Egerton defends. They try to force the steal. It's into the hands of Golvash. 15 seconds. Now Machurak. Machurak with Otto wide open. Otto, can he get the layup off? It's a push in the back, and it's going to be 2 free throws for Jackson Otto. What a moment.
These have now become the 2 most crucial free throws of the entire game, because with that, Otto can allow himself to give Baldwin enough of a cushion to where they can foul like you talked about, or at worst, if TJ makes a 3, it's only tied.
Jackson Otto misses the first. Got to hit this one, and a 3 can win it for TJ. A 2 can tie. 10.4 left. Otto hits the second. Here we go. 2 ties it, 3 wins it for Thomas Jefferson. They throw it to Sear. Sear dishes. Turkala has a lane. Turkala takes it. 2 seconds left. Jeff Ackerman signaling for a timeout. Do they get it off in time? They are going to award it. How much time is going to be left? Right now we're going to overtime after Otto missed the front part of the 2 free throws, made the second. Turkala just had a wide open lane to walk in. It parted like the Red Sea. And we're going to see how much time they put left on the clock for Baldwin to potentially get off a heave. So they're going to award the timeout, but the question is how much time is going to go on the clock. They put exactly 1 second on the clock.
Wow. I mean, that's the only way you could be if you're viewing at home, if you're in the gym. Just wow. And it all is just a different sequence of events, too, because that Thomas Jefferson made for that moment. That's why you say you don't want to give him a lot of time. Now, obviously, working on a free throw, you can't really control the time there. It's not anyone's fault, but the defense just splitting down low in that right block.
Yeah, I don't know how Turkala could have that much space. It was a great play for them to be able to work Turkala off what looked like a pick, or at least some confusion right around the foul line, to be able to create space for him. So now if you're TJ, they're going to send 4 guys into the backcourt. They might just do the whole thing. Where if you're Baldwin, you want to get as close to half court as possible for a half court heave. So it's just 1 second on the clock. So you would think Marzina or Golvash just heave it, hope it goes in, and if not, put more time on that clock. And there will be more basketball. So they will pick up full court, which is pretty smart of them to do. Also got to hope that if you're TJ, you don't foul on a shot. Never know what could happen. Marzina chucks it for the win, and it's way short. As we will play overtime. 63-63. In an up-and-down season of basketball, there's at least 4 more for the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders here on the Baldwin Sports Channel.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
63-63. 4 minutes on the clock as Baldwin needs somebody to take the jump ball. And they're just going to have Nico Machurak go out there. No Bryson Swoko. They keep Otto on the floor to start overtime. Turkle easily wins it back. Jaguars possession. They'll attack the left side of the floor like they did last time. And Seal for three. Got it again. Noah Sear starts out overtime with a huge three.
Automatic. That's the only way you can put it.
I mean, when's the last time he's missed the second quarter?
Yeah.
Into the hands of Marzino. Baldwin has to win to get into the WPIAL playoffs. Here's Machurak. A lot of time gone off, and it's stolen away. Gardner with it, way up, foul, and we'll go to the free throw line. They get Sadiq Anderson on the call. Anderson picks up his fourth, and you can start to see the frustration on Baldwin's faces after they blew a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. And currently down by 3 with Gardner a chance to add on. Gardner, a 53% free throw shooter, spins out the first. Both miss. Otto rebound. Can he clear out of there? And a foul is called on TJ. So the fouls do carry over to overtime. So it will be free throws for Jackson Otto. Last time down, made 1 of 2. So they get it on Nick Turkle. That's his fourth. So fouls are obviously another thing you got to keep an eye on here in overtime. Turkle with 4, Egerton 3, Gardner 3, Marzina and Anderson with 4. Otto got the first. Jackson Otto hits both. Now 11. It's a 1-point game. Turkle with it. It's Machurak defending. Bounce pass to Fry, who's the last to touch it. It's off of Fry's knee. And Fry, very frustrated walking back up the floor, was really disappointed with how that possession ended. Baldwin with a chance to regain the lead.
I mean, really, just a really good job of being aware. Baldwin being sensible now down near the baseline, give themselves another chance in a possession.
A full student section serenades their team. Backing it out to Machurak and now Golvash. About 2.5 to go in overtime. Machurak drives, turns, way up. Nico Machurak! Turkle on the other end in transition, responds right back. That's the second time in the last couple of minutes that Turkle has been able to do that. Baldwin hits a layup. Turkle gets him right back. Again, TJ 1-point lead.
Turkle has been doing it all night, too, is the ability he's had just to go down, score quick in transition, and basically negate any basket Baldwin's provided.
Marzina with Turkle on him, tries to get around Turkle. Left hand, right side finishes. Max Marzina gives Baldwin the lead. 69-68. Here's Sear with the hot hand, the lefty. They dump it down low to Fry. Machurak defending. Fry puts it in. Justin Fry, 19 points. TJ, 70-69 the score. Golvash all the way in, his way up, good. It drops for E.J. Golvash.
Really important because that was a more open lane than we've seen anything else. Fantastic work by Golvash.
Back and forth we go. Fry is fouled by Anderson. Are they going to call this a clear path? It is a shooting foul where he just went and just hugged Justin Fry, where it'll be 2 shots for Fry at the line. That is the 5th on Sadiq Anderson. He is fouled out. So now the question is, who does Jeff Ackerman elect to bring in? They put Teo Toole to the scorer's table as Anderson is out with 11. So Teo Toole, the senior guard, comes in. Justin Fry, a 78% free throw shooter, 3 of 3 tonight. Got the first. Fry has been ice in his veins for Thomas Jefferson. He ties it at 71. Fry, 21 points. 72-71, Thomas Jefferson leads. 78 seconds left. So to recap the foul trouble, Marzina 4, Bryson Smolka, we haven't seen in a while, 3 for Baldwin. Gardner, Egerton, Turkala, all in foul trouble for TJ. Gardner, Egerton with 3, Turkala with 4. See how that continues to be a factor down the stretch.
Such a crucial factor because fouls are, they've been catching up all night. I mean, we saw it with Sadiq. He already has 5. Marzina has 4. He has to continue to play conservative and smart. I mean, over on the Thomas Jefferson side, you have just a few guys with 3 and 4 fouls, but they haven't been foul heavy since. It's been just clear and obvious that Baldwin's gotten a little more sloppy with their play, especially losing a 10-point lead in that fourth quarter after losing 7.
I think at one point it was 11. So regardless, you're talking about a double-digit lead that you weren't able to hold on to. But now you have the basketball, 1:18 to go. Each team with 1 timeout left. Marzina, Machurak, Golvash, Otto, O'Toole on the floor. Marzina goes to Machurak. Nico puts it up. A lot of contact, no foul. Rebound goes to Sear. So now with a minute to go, TJ has it. We'll see how they operate with it. Here's Turkala. With Machurak defending. Marzina now on Sear. 48 seconds. TJ going to try to ice this clock. Can Baldwin get a steal? They go to Turkala. To a cutting Fry. Who got the layup? Justin Fry, 23. Baldwin down by 3. What could be 30 seconds left for their playoff lives. Here's Machurak. O'Toole. Now Golvash. And a foul is called. So it'll put EJ Golvash at the line, where he's just 2 of 4. It's the 4th foul on Gardner. Golvash with gotta have him free throws. And he got the first. Again, 1 timeout left on either side. 17.2 left. Golvash misses it. Turkala rebound. They're going to have to foul somebody. You don't want to foul Fry. Fry moves up with it, and they do foul Fry. And free throws continue to be a story. Not being able to close out games, stay in games for Baldwin. It's been a constant problem. Despite strong seasons for EJ Golvash, Max Marzina, and others, they've just lost games at the line. TJ trying to win the game at the line with Justin Fry spinning in the first.
Talk about a storybook free throw for a crazy ending, too, in the overtime.
Misses the second. Rebound ripped by Machurak. It's a 3-point game. Here's Marzina. Can they tie it? Golvash calling for it. Max Marzina pulls for the tie. Misses everything. Was it blocked? They're going to say it was tipped. So Baldwin has 1.2. It's got to be a catch and shoot for 3 to tie the game and send it to double overtime. Jeff Ackerman's going to call timeout.
Makes sense, too. I mean, that's what the timeouts are left for. And now it comes down to it. And Baldwin, on top of struggling in close games, the catch and go, the quick pitching in, that's where Baldwin hasn't been able to hit, especially when the games, because it's the small things that kind of add up in the domino effect, and we've seen it tonight. It's carried on like it has all season, and it's going to make things incredibly hard for Baldwin, and you got to wonder what play you drop for potentially the final game of the season if you're able to come out and hit a 3.
So it's a 3-point game. Baldwin will have a chance at 1 shot. How do they draw open a man, whether it's Golvash, Marzina, whoever they want to take it? to try to tie the game and send it to double overtime. Baldwin does have one game left. It's against Elizabeth Forward. It's on Monday. That game would just be, for all intensive purposes, just one more game of basketball. They're going to bring Nolan Machurak into the game. So 2 things were possible for Baldwin. Win and you're in, or they needed a Trinity win at Ringgold. .2 on the clock. Here we go. To send it to double overtime. And they throw it away! Nico Machurak throws it out of bounds. They don't even get a shot off. Looking for Marzina, it wasn't there. So TJ just has to throw the ball in bounds, and that's it. The .3 left, and Ringgold has beaten Trinity 72-60. The Ringgold Rams are going to go to the playoffs, and the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders stunningly are going to miss out.
Because if you look back at it with some of the losses, that's 5 or 6 different wins you could have had.
5 or 6 different ways that they've found ways to lose games.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, this year, too. Free throw is missed from Egerton, but, I mean, 0.3 seconds is really not going to be enough for catch and shoot. Egerton got it, makes it 4. And the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars stun the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders on their home floor. The final game of Max Marzina, Nico Machurak, Teo Toole in this senior class's career on the home floor ends in a crushing blow, a crushing loss. And the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars finishing off section play, unblemished, perfect, 12-0 with an overtime victory, 76-72 over Baldwin.
Just an incredible effort put forth by the Jaguars again. They've proven that they're going to be a force to reckon with in the playoffs, because even if they find themselves down in situations, they've shown they can come back undefeated in section play. And it's just a season of endless question marks for the Highlanders this year.
Baldwin drops to 11-10 on the year. They finish section play 4-8. TJ wins its 20th game of the year. 20-2. They finished the season 12-0 in section play. The final Baldwin boys basketball game of the year here on the Baldwin Sports Channel in partnership with TenbandTV. Nico Machurak with 17 points. He gave it his all. Max Marzina with 19 as well. EJ Golbash just 10. 11 for Anderson. 11 for Otto. Bryson Smolko had 4 in the first quarter. That was the offensive production. That was how the story was written. For Baldwin to lose its final home game of the year and lose any chances of going to the playoffs. Thanks for watching this entire season. We hope to be able to bring you the Baldwin girls playoff game that should be won at home. We're thinking it might be next week, maybe the week after that. But when it is, we will bring it to you right here on the Baldwin Sports Channel in partnership with TenbandTV. We expect the girls to play at home, but the boys finish their season on Monday against Elizabeth Forward. But in all intensive purposes and just the reality of it, the season ended tonight. Final score, TJ wins 76-72. For Ethan Swazarski and our entire TenbandTV crew, thanks for watching this entire regular season. Proud to be calling it for another year. Austin Bechtel signing off. We'll talk to you soon on the Baldwin Sports Network. Spins, turns, left hand. Bryson can't get it to spin in, and it's rebounded by Krause. Gardner up the floor to an open Turkala, streaking to the basket, and Turkala finishes.
Doesn't matter, and I'd like to see how the first bit of the tone is set here by each team.
Marzina inside, turns around inside the paint, trying to find space, and he does. Scoops the layup in. Marzina looks for an outlet and goes to Golvash. Has Smolko at the block. Golvash elects not to go to him, and instead will drive all the way in. This time give to Smolko for the easy layup.
That's what it's going to take.
Marzina gets a screen from Otto. Marzina for three. Rattles off. Rebound. Smolko puts it up. It gets blocked by Turkla. Machurak with it. Anderson before the horn. It will down low. It's stolen away by Nico Machurak. Machurak up the floor. Marzina with Golvash. Max takes it in left hand and he scoops it home. Max Marzina 6 points. Baldwin grows the lead to 5. Marzina defended by Turkla. Now they switch off of it. Marzina blocked by Turkla. With Egerton driving and dishing to the right side corner. Noah Sear, lefty, got the three. First points for Sear. Over 5 minutes left, first half. Marzina, Machurak. Money ball, Nico Machurak. He's got the hot hand with 7 points. And immediately, E.J. Golvash drains it. Sear left it short for three. Offensive board, Fry. Fry turns around and finishes. Justin Fry trying to heat up. He's now in double digits and has gotten to 10 at one point. Marzina can't make it back to 7. And they throw it up the floor to Sear. Sear with Fry. Sear blocked by Marzina. TJ, a couple opportunities there, but nothing immenting. It's Golvash driving, kicking. Otto got it. Just squeezed it past Sear, who had all.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas Jefferson threats 3 easy ups missed.
Stolen away by Machurak. Crossover move. Machurak with Otto. Bounce pass. Jackson Otto. Kicking it this time. Good. Golvash. We'll see how Baldwin approaches this fourth quarter. You can't just play a freeze-out style where you don't attack the hoop. Golvash knows that. Attacks. Jackson Otto again. Cleans it up. Marzina gets around Rice. Left hand. Max drops it in. Turnover.
Oh,
he tried to jump the lane.
That was an excellent job. Even though he didn't get possession, he's able to position himself and bounce off Anderson's ankle.
3-point ball up and in. Noah Sear. Half court, Egerton applies pressure, and now Golvash throws it away. Taken away by Gardner. Half the quarter gone by. Gardner bounces. Fry. Layup. Good. Gardner bounces, and Fry has it. They swing across court to Sear, who's hit a couple and hits another. Noah Sear now with 9 points. Golvash dribbling away from pressure, goes to Machurak. Machurak bounces. Anderson has the layup. 2-possession game. Machurak bounces. Anderson has the layup. 2-possession game. It's up to 4. Turkla quickly up the floor, hits the layup. Just like that, TJ Baldwin bench locking arms on both of those free throws. 24 seconds left. 3 ball. Good. Noah Sear. 3 threes in the quarter. On the floor to start overtime. Turkla easily wins it back. Jaguars possession. They'll attack the left side of the floor like they did last time. And Seal for 3. Got it again. Noah Sear. Time. Machurak drives, turns, layup. Nico Machurak. Section play. Unblemished. Perfect. 12-0 with an overtime victory. 76-72 over Baldwin.